we have to create content, all this stuff. Okay, so we know that. We know blog, we have to do blogging and all this stuff. But here is what we get stuck. And that is like, how do I get this content? Okay, number one thing. And what do I get? So can you guide us? Hey, my friend, again, that's my friend here, Ray Torres from Onset Media. My name is Sean Bhakta from REMAX Presidential and Tom Ferry Coach. So Ray, how do we get content and what are the content?
Man, there's so much opportunity for content. And people just kind of, think about what, so I see people sitting on a computer saying, what can I ask ChatGPT to do, right? Again, just think about the opportunities you have in the local area you live in. I said it, you kind of get where I'm going, local area. Well, you need to become that hyper local expert. Why? Because you know your territory more than anyone. Again, whatever territory you're assigned in whatever area, guess what? You need to become the local expert for that area. You should know, or you should have an idea of what kind of construction is going to be built there in a year or two. And how do you do that? Again, you're the expert. Okay, I'm a digital marketing. I look at what's coming up versus what's here today. You're the real estate expert. Guess what? It's your job to take the next step and find more information out of what's coming up. And this is how you become that local market expert for your area. If you know that they're building either a Publix, a Chick-fil-A, or Starbucks, whatever, any one of those chains, there's a reason why they're building. Maybe there's going to be no more properties coming up in a couple of years.
Correct.
Who wouldn't want to know that? So again, so this is your opportunity to create a blog, create an article, create some social media posts. This is all content that you can start marketing easily. Again, becoming the local market expert in your territory in the field that you're in. I hope that makes sense. I don't know how you use it, Sean, but I'm just kind of giving you an idea where you can start working on this process to figure out what you need to do. Because if you're going to use AI, you have to dictate AI what you want it to get the information from. Correct. So I hope that helps.
True, because think about those big guys, Google or Zillow, like they give so much information nationally or even like some areas, but not right here. Like right, you talk about Pembroke Pines or Miramar or Cooper City, right? Very local knowledge. Yeah. We have that because we are driving those roads every single day. We are going to those grocery store every single day. So yeah, you are right.
You know what drives me? I mean, just thinking, the fact that they built, in one of the cities around Pembroke Pines, they built another Publix in the area just because of the overflow of the other locations. Yeah. Can you imagine the overflow of the locations? They're gonna build this new supermarket. They built another restaurant that's maybe not even a mile away from First Watch. Why? What do they know that we don't know? Again, the real estate team, again, I know you guys got this, should have an idea of what's coming and what's happening, because it's your job to kind of be able to give that information. If someone's looking to move to an area, you may suggest yours, you may suggest another, but you need to be ultimately the person that can know about it. And that's how you kind of create the process of building your content, which you could do on a daily basis. Again, they've always asked us to write a journal, right? Do a diary, whatever, just get the information. Have a daily journal about your runnings, your conversation that people are calling. That's content. And you can utilize that content. And what can you do with that? I mean, I think, Sean, I think you're an expert in video. So what you'll do with it, I'm sure, is you create videos, I would imagine, right?
Yes, and blogs. Video
and blogs at the end of the day. And guess what? And that's what people need to understand. Hey, don't be scared. Don't get stuck. Utilize what you have. Don't make it hard. And most people do that and they don't do it at all.
Correct. Now, another thing also, Ray, like what about educating, our audience? So what do you like?
As we're doing today, right? Today, we're educating our audience, right? To keep them engaged.
That's true.
So the hardest part about education, well, let me speak for myself. The hardest thing for me is that I get so passionate about this. I'll start speaking fast. I'll start saying 25 things, thinking because it's part of my culture. So again, educator, you have to practice to become better, and again, and I still fumble sometimes, but overall I have to kind of try to bring it back so I could stay within the topic of what we're discussing. And that's the hard part about education, but it's a lot easier when you're the expert, when you're the subject matter person that's so good at it. Call yourself an expert or call yourself someone that knows a lot. take the opportunity to learn more and do more and practice. We have this amazing tool called a cell phone, right? Utilize it. Try it. Record yourself in the car, put it on a holder and record yourself and see the result. Watch yourself. And I guarantee you, you'll see the mistakes, but you also see an opportunity. Again, if you record a 1 minute video, well, why don't you make a 15-second video out of that 1 minute to see? Because you can edit it yourself on your cell phone. Most, I can speak for Apple. On Apple, you can. I'm sure you can do it with any other phones. So again, at the end of the day, you have that opportunity to do. So again, you can educate, you can kind of look at content, you can be the local person expert in your field. And again, we're talking to realtors, we're talking to also other businesses that want to understand. Before Starbucks opens up a location, they do their research. They start their research to make sure this is going to be a profitable store at one point. Okay, so guess what? And it works. This is why that's why you should consider following these big companies, because they have a certain recipe that seems to be working throughout the world.
Yeah.
So just keep that in mind.
Yeah, definitely. So content is very important, and of course, what Ray just told us, that do some research. What people are going to like, what's trending right now, and also the process. A lot of people, they don't really know 1, 2, 3, 4 what they should do. And that's definitely very important. And
Nice.
please don't just post, I just sold a house under contract. What happening? You're just creating a bunch of haters, because number one thing, nobody cares, what I sold, or, unless like they have a similar house and they want to know what's going on in the neighborhood, other than like, oh, I sold 10 homes, who cares,
Right.
The second thing is, the realtors who are not selling, they're going to be, mad also. Oh my God, that person is selling 10, I sold 1. Anyhow, that's it. Jokes apart, the thing is, content gives the knowledge to the audience.
Yes,
we spoke
for
about
sure.
2 things, Ray. One we talk about what the be hyper local and educate
Correct.
the audience about the process, anything in your business. Is that right?
That's right. Absolutely right. Yes.
Thanks, Ray. Hey, my friend, if you like this content, let us know. Give a like, comment. We're going to bring more information like this with my friend Ray here. And
Yes.
definitely don't forget to call Ray. His number is right there. See you next week, Thursday at 11 o'clock.